Hey guys, welcome to the HostAfrican, where we discuss web hosting and how it relates to business, the individual, and its general role in society. I'm Ashwin, your host, and in today's episode, we've got Zolla Nie, a creative director and producer. Zola, how do you do? Would you mind giving us a brief background of your business journey, please?
Zolla Nie has been an active brand for over 5 years, getting over let's say close to a decade. A young guy trying to be a game changer, a young guy trying to put in an industry at a certain pedestal, trying to push talent to the global scene. A young guy who is more inclined in creativity, who is a creative director, who has done very well in creating diverse way in putting creatives ahead of time, nurturing them, putting up events for them, promoting them, speaking good of them, marketing them and stuff. Like I'm an industrial person in the entertainment industry in Ghana here. A young guy who is good in research, who has played an integral role in most award schemes and then most captivating stories globally. A young guy who is a writer, a young guy who has energy, strength, and vitality, and then is a result getter. I always want to get results for people. That's who I am. That's who Zolla Nie is. So basically, this is me. This is Zolla Nie. Like a strong and vitality guy, someone who wants to get results for people, someone who wants to make people happy, creatives happy by getting to know their weakness and making them strong, putting them high to the global scene, preparing them, nurturing them, like grooming, like that those kind of things. Like basically what the creative director is supposed to do.
You mentioned that when describing like how what your brand or how you operate, like whether it's producing or grooming or growing. You mentioned that you're trying as well. Would you not say that you've already done it? I mean, you've worked with a lot of stars already. You are creative director at the moment. Do you not think that you're no longer trying, but you've actually done the things that you set out to do?
Okay, so reason why I keep using the word trying is because the world keep evolving day in, day out. And then there are technologies coming in day in, day out. Just like we are now, we humans are supposed to compete with AI stuffs, artificial intelligence. And then definitely when it gets to that bit, you just need to get yourself involved in that. So it's like day in, day out, there are new stuffs coming up. So you just have to keep updated with that. You just need to try and then be up with that. Like a normal natural being competing with artificial intelligence, you need to try and get it done. You need to compete with it. You just need to be aligned with it. You just need to be in tune with it. Like I said, let's say gone were the days we were writing our articles ourselves. Gone were the days we were producing our videos ourselves. We were doing a whole lot of stuff with less equipment, less software. But here we are. There are so many softwares. There are artificial intelligence producing music, full music. You understand? So in doing this thing, how do I get the raw talent that I have in my hand to compete with an artificial intelligence produced music? How do I get a video shot? How do I get an event put up that will compete with someone who is doing an event with an artificial intelligence kind of thing? Because it's a competition. So you just need to try to be in line with it. That's the reason why I keep using the word trying, because the world keep evolving day in, day out. There are new technologies coming in day in, day out. So you just need to be in line with that as well.
I mean, it definitely sounds like you're not someone who kind of takes for granted where things are going, and it's like you trying to stay competitive as well. Because I mean, like you said, like AI is able to do a lot of things now. Writing blogs, like you say, shooting videos, creating videos, editing all of those things. It's I don't want to say scary, but it's definitely progressed a lot faster than maybe some of us were prepared for. I mean, we didn't think it would be everything would be happening so fast. So I think It's just an interesting little note by me, I suppose, that you would use the word trying as opposed to having already done it. I want to segue away from that actually. My first question for you is like since you worked with award-winning artists like Stasi and Teda and Victoria Kimani, and you saw their success. What would you consider as a successful artist? Is it all about the money, or the video views, or the tours, or the following? Like, what is success?
Okay, so basically, money, I don't see money as an artist or a brand being successful, but I see a brand being accepted by the masses, a brand being accepted globally as success. So I think I didn't add Stoneboy. I played an integral role in Stoneboy's career. I was his publicist then when he was growing up, to when he won his first award, major award in Ghana, to when he went to be the BET to win a BET. I was very young, but it wasn't official. Reason why I didn't include that in my bio because it wasn't official. By then I was an upcoming writer, an upcoming publicist coming up, an upcoming creative director coming up. So I felt like no, I should need to associate myself with a brand, a growing brand like Stoneboy to work with. And then as you can see, I can say Stoneboy is a very successful artist. He's a very, very successful. It's not about money, but now he is gradually being accepted by the global music terrain, by the geographical views of people. Globally, he's been accepted. That's what I term success. Looking at Stasi, Victoria Kimani, their growth keeps increasing day in, day out. They are being accepted. Victoria Kimani was one of the biggest artists from Kenya, signed an Atokole City in Nigeria. I was working with her while she was under Nigerian label as a PR. Stasi, I managed the affairs of A&R and then my PR of Stasi from Sierra Leone. I'm a Ghanaian though, but this will tell you the work I put in and then how I envision the creative space. Money isn't it at all. We've got so many artists who are rich already even before entering into the game. So if money should be a hallmark for success, then there's no need for them to even get into the game. But then I believe when a brand is accepted globally, yes, that's what I term as success. Because there wouldn't be success if nobody knows you. Like, who are you going to tell a success story to? Who is going to even read that? Who is going to talk about you? Yeah, basically, you need to be, everybody needs to know that this is me, this is Zola, this is HostAfrica. You understand? That's what I term by success. Not money, no, not that. It should be your success. It should be you being accepted by your society and then growing time from time being. Once I'm accepted in Ghana, I'm accepted in Kenya, I'm accepted in South Africa, I'm accepted globally. Host Africa becoming one of the best podcasts in the whole world. Like everybody wants to jump on it. Everybody globally, from Brazil, from US, from Canada, from the Asian place, from the Caribbean, everybody wants to be on Host Africa. That's what I term by success. Everybody needs to be on it. You need to be known. You need to be accepted. Basically, that's what I term by success, bro.
It's I mean that is pretty interesting because I mean I don't want to take this into a take a dark turn with this, but if someone does like some terrible act and a lot of people know them, they can also in a sense be successful because I mean lots of people know what they've done, but I get what you're saying, like you do want to have a lasting impact because I feel like I mean kind of like you alluded to, like money is it's I mean it's a temporary thing, and also like you said, I mean people's entering the game with money, so it's like it's doesn't really show that they've actually done the work, or they actually like produced anything that affected or impacted people. Since you weren't an official, I mean you said you weren't like an official maybe producer or manager back then, like do you still count that experience as part of your success? Do you if you think of the notable, let's say, moments in your life, or not moments, but like the notable achievements, do you count that as part of it, since you weren't like officially the manager or producer, as opposed to now where you are officially the creative director, and maybe you're guiding people and you're growing them and so on, and that's like your title now, but before then it wasn't your title. Does it still have the same value to you?
Yeah, it does. It does. It does have value to you. Um, I don't. I've not added it to my CV or my profile because it wasn't official. And then something that wasn't official, you can't just post up. But then behind the scenes, it played an integral role in my life because as an upcoming publicist, an upcoming creative director, and then me play, seeing the growth of a success, a global brand now as Stoneboy, me writing articles to publish about him, and then my articles being featured in newspapers, my articles being featured on a bigger platforms like the BET, like people reading about my article that I wrote about a brand, a growing brand. My article playing a role in him winning his first major awards, the first Artist of the Year award that he won in our country. That shot him up there. That gave him that mileage. Yes, it's part. Even in our media space, even in Ghana, a lot of people will be like, "Oh, that's Stoneboy's boy." People do relate me with Stoneboy. They feel like, "Yo, this is Stoneboy's boy. This is Stoneboy's PR. This is Stoneboy's da 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 da." So it is. It's part of it. Sometimes I feel happy. I feel extremely happy that this was the vision I had to help artists break through. And then Stoneboy is part of the success story. Though it wasn't official, but then it's part of it because I wrote articles. I had conversations behind the scenes with people, with the media, engaging with media people to put him on to do a lot of stuff that he even didn't know about it. But then people, the stakeholders knew that I played a role in that. You understand? So basically, it's part of it. Like I'm always extremely happy when I see Stoneboy climbing the big stages, Stoneboy's name being mentioned on the big platforms. Yo, I feel so happy. So now I still get messages from people that yo, Stoneboy is there, Stoneboy is that, Stoneboy is this. So like it's part of my success story, bro. Yeah, I'm very extremely happy. Yeah.
No, I'm glad about that because it's the, I mean, I know a lot of work goes into helping an artist become successful. I mean, it's not just their talent or their skills, you know, like there's a lot of behind the scenes work, and it's I just thought maybe it would be a shame like if you weren't like recognized for that. But I mean, it seems like lots of people do recognize you for your work that you put in, you know. Um, but for our younger audience members interested in pursuing a career in music, we know like the success rate of making of having a successful or the rate of success for music career is it's quite low. Like what is your advice to to aspiring musicians hoping to break into the industry?
Okay, so my advice to the younger ones that are looking up to break into the industry is to follow their passion. They just need to stay focused, stay consistent, stay original. Stay original is the word. Staying focused, being themselves, and then get themselves educated very much. Getting closer to industry heads, getting closer to people who are already there to learn from them. Getting themselves updated in the social world, in the technological world, like trying to connect more, associate more with industry folks, people who are already there, creative directors who are already there, like getting themselves updated and then learning more. They just need to educate themselves, staying focused more, staying consistent, staying original. This is it. This is what will get them there. Aside this, there's nothing again. There's no magic in everywhere. Like I keep telling people that there's no lay down rules to getting an artist to a certain height. No, it's just about you staying original, staying focused, staying updated, and then staying consistent. That's it. Because when were the days we had no interest in even putting our music on the Spotify's, on the time and Tidals, on the boom plays, on the audio mass. But here we are. So if you don't stay focused, you might lose track. If you don't stay original, you might lose track. If you don't stay consistent, you might lose track. If you don't get yourself educated, you might as well lose track. So this is the basic needs you need. This is what you need. That's it. This is exactly what you need. There's no magic in it.
I mean, you make it sound quite simple. Um, but I guess a lot of people don't. Maybe they're reading it wrong because that's like three things that you said. And I mean, stay focused, stay original, and what was the last one? Stay focused, original, and
Stay consistent.
Consistent, yeah, that's one.
Yeah.
Consistent. How would they know if they focused on the right thing though? Does that mean focusing on their skill or their talent, or because I know you mentioned meeting people in the industry as well. Does is that something they should try to squeeze into their schedule? You know, like making connections with people like yourself, or um people who maybe have some skills in PR or social media or whatever the case is, or what exactly should they be focusing on?
Okay, so as a creative, you see yourself as a cinematographer, you see yourself as a musician, you see yourself as a photographer, you see yourself as an actor and actress. Looking forward to thrive, you're looking forward to success, to succeed in whatever you are doing. One, you have the passion. You know what's in you better than anybody closer to you. You know your skills better than anybody closer to you. You know your strength better than any other person closer to you. So you just need to stay focused on your strength. If your strength is writing, make sure you do a lot of reading about it. Make sure you write a lot of it. You stay focused in writing. Don't just wake up one day and be like, no, I'm writing. So, no, today I want to draw. No, just stay focused to your writing. The only thing you just need to do is connect with people and seek advice. Okay, I want to write this article. How do I go about it? How do I even start with my body? How do I even start with my headline? How do I even get it to the masses? Ah, okay, I'm a cinematographer. I want to do this. I want to do this video. How do I go about it? That's where you need to get closer to people because you have your vision. You have your vision. So you just need to focus on your vision. Yes, I want to get a video arriving at protesting against activism, protesting against bad governance, protesting against racism or stuff. You have that vision. The only thing you just need to get closer to people that will help shape and narrate you. You know your strength. You have the vision more than any other person. So you just need to focus, and then seek advice. That's it. There's nothing. Nobody can do something that you don't fall in line with. It's not you. It's not your vision. It's just like you not being a host, you being a writer. That's your strength. And then someone coming to poach you and be like, you write good. So I just want you to host a show for me because you write good. Maybe you don't even have the voice to even speak. You don't even have the self-confidence to even interview or maybe talk on air or be behind a console. You don't. So why would you even lose focus and wear off because someone said, because I write better, I can be behind a console. Yo, Charlie, I can write. So no, you have the vision. You know the reason why you started writing. So why should you even lose focus and be like, I want to be behind console because everyone is every because there's someone behind a console who is achieving a lot. Because there's someone doing cinematography who is achieving a lot. So let me wear off from being a writer to becoming a cinematographer. Whilst you don't even know the tools and even how to even get some designs out there. You don't. You get it. So you just need to stay focused to whatever you feel within you, whatever your strength is. That's it.
I mean, the just listening to you speak makes me think that you sound like you have it pretty much figured out. Because I think I mean lots of people tend to lose focus when they trying to become successful, make their way in the world. I mean they try lots of different things to see what works instead of just sticking with what they're good at or what they're passionate about. Or maybe they hear what other people said, like you said, they take an idea or someone says something and they try to follow that, and it's maybe not something they should have actually followed. So the it's quite interesting that I mean, just the way you explain it makes it sound like it's not even a problem. You just need to focus. so yeah. um how do you feel social media has open access to new artists to enter the industry in Africa? Like, would you consider being a musician as a viable full-time career, or do you think it should be more of a side hustle or a hobby?
Oh, for me, I would say music should be a full-time hustle. Reason being that you always need to be on the road. You always need to be working. You always need to be. doing something as far as creative and the music is concerned. Because you can't be portraying music as a side hustle. Okay, let's assume you need to promote yourself. You need to be on online every day. You need to be on the road every day. You need to be producing. You need to be in the studio. Believe you me, you can be in the studio whole night till morning. And then when it's in the morning, you need to promote the works that you produce as well. There should be content flowing. God being so good, we have social media that makes it easier for artists to thrive, easier for artists to even identify their target audience, easier for artists to even get their songs or products being heard across border, which is very, very much easier. Not like then times that we had only one medium of promoting ourselves or one medium of doing music because you record a song and then it's either you use the radio, the vinyl, and then those stuff. Vinyl needs to be traveled from one side to another side and stuff, blah, 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 blah. But now there's social media. You need to promote your songs. You need to shoot content. You need to get people involved. There's TikTok. You need to go live there, engage with your fan base, sing the song to them, engage them in singing your song, doing some kind of challenges to your song. You need to be posting. Your pages need to be active. Social media is good, but if you don't take care, you might lose track as well. You might lose being an artist as well. You might lose your audience because now um um because of social media, songs are easily blown on social media. There are a lot of artists who have the biggest song on social media, on the stores, but their image is missing. Until you meet the people in person before you'll be able to recognize that, oh, okay, so this is the artist that sang this song. Your song needs to be in tune with your image. So therefore, what do you do about it? You need to be on the road, you need to be associated, you need to be moving, you need to be meeting people, you need to be performing, you need to be. So you can't you treat music as a part-time hustle. No, it has to be 24/7. It needs to be the real hustle. You understand? If you really want to be there, it has to be a full-time hustle, not a part-time hustle. No, 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 no. It wouldn't work. It's like the masses will not even take it serious. Let's assume you are a banker and then doing music. How do you promote your songs? You will not even get time to promote it because at the end of the day, you will sit in the office from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. You get home, you're already exhausted. Can you go to the studio and record a song? Because if you want to get a proper well recorded song and then you want it done within a day, you can stay in the studio from that night to the next morning. Yeah, I usually go to the studio with artists. 2 days ago, I went to the studio with one of the artists I will be bringing out very soon, Luther GH. And then we're in the studio as early as 8 p.m. in the evening. We go home at 5 a.m. So, and then we need to be on the road. We were supposed to shoot visualizers. We were supposed to shoot videos. We didn't even sleep, do photo shoots. So we've not slept. We've been on the road. You understand? So how can you treat it as a side hustle? No, it's not possible. You can't. Then you are not serious. Then let's assume you are just doing music for pleasure. You just don't want to be in it. Let's assume you're a cinematographer, you're a creative director. Yes, I've been with an artist throughout the night in the studios. There's an event I need to do. Yes, I was in it, like I said, on Saturday evening, I was in the studio with an artist. We go back home, Luther GH, we go back home at 5 a.m. Yesterday, that was Sunday, I was producing an event for an artist as well. So when I go back home, I need to get on the road as well to go work on that event, make it a success. So music, creative director, whatever, you just need to take it as this. Like I'm saying, if you really want to succeed, you just need to stay focused. So if you decide to do music as a side hustle, how are you going to stay focused? How are you going to be in line with it? Yeah, it looks simple, but not simple because you need to be on the road. Like I'm saying, if you are a host, a TV host, a radio host, and then you want to do music, you might think, oh, because I'm a host, I can use my medium to promote my stuff, blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, how do you even create content away from hosting or producing your show? You need to promote it. You need to pitch your songs to be in a playlist and stuff. Yes, you can't do this alone. You need a team along the line for you to be in line with your music, for you people to resonate your music with the personality it wouldn't stress people. There are a lot of artists that have global bangers. Their songs are big out there. But the moment they get on stage, people don't even see the reason why they should jump on their song because they feel like no, they are not connecting with this artist. This is not the artist we listen to the song. And it's not their fault because you've hidden the image is hidden from the music. It's not their fault. You get me? There are so many big artists. There are so many big artists. But then you need to resonate with your song. You need to go in line with your song and so on and so forth. So staying focused, hard work and stuff. Charlie, these are the basic things you just need. That's all. You need a team, yes, but still you still need to be there as an artist. The team will do the background stuff for you. You just need to appear and then make it happen. That's it.
I mean that the for our audience members that basically sums up like there's no way you can do it as a side hustle because I think the approach that some people do is you know how it goes with side hustles. Maybe they'll have like you said a job as a banker and then they decide maybe after work they want to try and record some music or whatever. But I mean, there's you tired, there's no energy to to give it that focus that it needs, and it's the when it does if it does fail, it's they'll maybe say maybe it wasn't for them or something. But they didn't give it like their full effort, their full focus. But something else you mentioned about the having a team to support you actually brings me to my next question, and that is so since you've launched many artists' careers or helped their careers along, and it's a massive undertaking and one that you have a lot of knowledge and experience in. Like in your experience, how important is it that an artist has a support team to market and promote them in Africa? Like even if they weren't doing it as a side hustle or as a hobby, let's say they were doing it full time, could they do it alone, or do they absolutely need people to be around them, doing like PR, helping them with social media, helping them shoot content, helping create the brand and all that?
Yeah, this is a very good question that most people do even ask me on the normal day. You see, as a creative person, as a musician, you are just to produce the content for us. Feed in your image. But you see, with a PR, getting a story written, you need a PR person. A PR person will just have to analyze and know when and how to write a story. Will know what headline, what story will then fit for the brand. The kind of direction the story to go should go for people to follow your brand, for people to fall in line with your brand. An A&R, a producer will have to let him know that this production, this chord production, this song, these elements should be in the song for the song to be good. You have your lyrics, song arrangements, that. You need to get all this thing in line. A publicist, an agent who has to get your bookings done for you, a marketer who has to sell your music to people, a marketer, just like I mentioned Luther's name, it's a way of marketing him. I'm sure at the end of the day, viewers, yourself, you just go out there and look for the name Luther GH and find out which artist I was talking about. It's a way of marketing, but the artist is somewhere. You understand? The artist is just to produce the song. Just stay focused and produce the song. Get the lyrics, get songs produced. But in marketing, you need a marketer. It's just like you having a vision of opening, let's say, a bank. You need a bank manager. You need a marketer to bring you resources. You need an HR. You need so many people on board to make this vision that you have materialize. You can't just be like, okay, I have my money, I have my company, I have a building, so I've opened a bank. And you be the same person to play the role as an agent. You be the same person to play a role as a legal advisor. You be the same person to play the role as a bank manager. Like, how do you expect this to work? It can't. And then you see, PR person are well educated in the field of PR, like I'm saying. So they know which direction to go for the artist. They know what will sell for the artist and what will not sell for the artist. A marketer will know where to pitch your songs, the kind of playlist your song should be in there. A same marketer will have to know the kind of platform that your songs needs to get reached to, the kind of audience that your song needs to get to them, whether the market people, whether the corporate people, whether the hawkers, the street hawkers, whether like children, whether the adult and stuff. Marketer needs to do that. You understand? You can't just wake up and AR needs to know which kind of song needs to be released at what particular time. You have to study the terrain. You artists, you record a song, your mind is choked. You need to prepare for the next song as well. So like I'm saying, you only need to be visible with your song. That's in okay. I'm marketing your song in your song is big in the market scene. What do we do? Let's go and show myself to the market people. Let them know this is me. Your images need to be everywhere. You need to be doing the photo shoot, you need to be doing the videos, you need to be doing the blah blah blah. But when it comes to how the works needs to get out there, like I was doing for certain brands as a publicist, as I sit here, I'm doing so many calls for people. I'm sending so many articles down out for people. This morning, I did an event yesterday. I'm writing as an event manager and a coordinator, but here again, playing a PR role, writing stories for media houses to talk about it. Because I know it's very necessary. But the artist himself feels like, yo, I'm done. I had a successful show. Let me sleep. I need rest. Yeah, because he needs to get to the studio to record the next song as well. You understand? So definitely, yeah, everybody, you need them. You need people around you to play a very integral role to help you become a successful brand. Even as a creative director, as I am, as an event organizer, event manager, I will still need a sound guy. I will still need a stage guy. I will still need a lightning guy to make it a success. I will still need an LED guy, a screen guy to make it success. You understand? Yes, I'm a creative director. I have my idea. Okay, let me put it up a show. Which artist do you think I should put on board? Okay, let me put on a Stoneboy on. Let me put a Shatawale on. Let me put a Sarkodie on. Let me put a Luther on. Okay, what kind of stage am I looking at? I need to consult a stage guy. I need to consult a lightning guy. You get me? So definitely, yes, you have your vision, but you still need people around you. Just like Host Africa, you need a producer around you. You need a marketer who needs to be around you. You need an A&R. You need a PR person who, after this interview, you just need to get something out there. You need a producer who will have to fish out the next guest on your show. You as a host, you just need to prepare for your next interview. Basically, that's how you run through in a creative space. That's it.
It sounds like it sounds like the artist will need to know a lot of people with a lot of different skills. I mean, probably easier for you since you have like lots of connections and you know a lot of people. But I'm guessing for someone who's new or is trying to come up, they probably don't have as many connections. So what can they do if they don't have this resources for supporting? Maybe they have one or two guys that they know who can maybe help them, but mostly they don't have resources. Do you think social media platforms like SoundCloud or maybe Facebook Insta or Spotify, wherever the case is, like do you think that's the only way for them to kind of get their content or their sound or their brand out? Or do they need to maybe put in some more effort to find people who can support them?
Social media, the internet space now is right good. It's the first point of medium that you even need to think of when you are putting up a stuff or when you're a creative person or a musician. You still need people on board. You might not have the financial means to get them on board. We are there are so many diverse ways to getting people on board for whatever work you do. There can be a percentage split on whatever revenue that come on board. And we assign a role. Okay, you are my agent. When you get this deal from you have at least 10% in it. As an upcoming artist, like I keep saying, you need to be educated in the field that you find yourself in. You need to read a lot. You need to research a lot. I'm a musician. Yes, SoundCloud and Spotify. When I'm done distributing my song, which is open globally for people to listen to, social media, I can post my content, I can do whatever, whatever. How do I go by reaching the masses? How do I pitch my songs? What is pitching in the first place? There's people keep getting into playlisting. Oh, you see someone in the top chart of Apple Music, South African music, top 10, he's in it. Ethiopian top 10 music, he's in it. How do people get there? That's where you find by the name, you go by the name, or people will just tell you there's a word called pitching. There's a word called promotion. There's a word called marketing, digital marketing as well. Okay, so who can help me do this? You ask questions. You do a lot of research for you to know that okay, in doing getting my song heard with a lot of people after I'm done distributing myself. Because even with the distributor, you need a distributor. The stores don't take songs from the stores don't take directly from artists. They take it from a DSP, which is the distribution companies. So you need a distributor. You can have this conversation with the distributor because the distributor might have much more knowledge in that, what it takes for someone to be a distributor. The person might have more knowledge in that. That okay, when you distribute your song, you need to for you to be here, you need to pitch your song to for you to be in this kind of playlist, for you to be heard in maybe Kenya, you need to make sure you pitch for it and blah blah blah. Blah. You go into you educate yourself with the people. You've heard that there's this person who is a PR person. Okay, let me get closer to it. In educating yourself in the field that you find yourself in, you might know that you need a PR person in your field. Okay, let me get closer to this person. Oh, boss, you are a PR. Child, I want you to take me through why someone need a PR. Why someone you need. You get educated. Oh, you are a video director. I need to know why I need to shoot videos for my content. The person will get you educated. So in you getting them on board, oh, I don't have money, I'm financially handicapped, and I'm upcoming. How do we go about it? Okay, I'm ready to give you a percentage split of whatever revenue that comes out of a video that you shoot for me. I'm ready to get you a percentage of whatever revenue that I get from my distributions. Social media is being monetized now globally. Okay, I need you as a social media manager. Okay, I can't pay you, but then when I have a very good page, let's do this. I'll get you this and this sorted out, and also a revenue split as well. It works hand in hand until you get there to have the financial means to pay them. To have There are so many ways of you getting a team, a well-to-do team on board as an upcoming brand, as a creative director, as an event person, as a what do you say, as a cinematographer, as a host, as a so many things. Like HostAfrica, you are here hosting me now. I might say in the beginning you might not have the financial means to or the means to even start with this, but then you thought about you educated yourself. Okay, I need you on board as a producer. I need you on board as a medium. Okay, when there's sponsors, we split the sponsorship. The sponsorship split. There are so many things that you need to go about. I'm an event organizer. So how do I go about it? Seek for sponsorship. You go for companies. Okay, I want you on board. When I'm done, and then the event is done, maybe you have a higher, maybe you split percentage. There are so many ways of going about so many things. And as I once you get yourself educated, you realize that the work might be much more easier for you. The only thing you just have to do is just stay loyal. Most of the time, that's most of the things that we face in our space because you might do a lot of things for people, and then at the end of the day, they feel like no, it's their talent that got them there. We've got so many talents, but you could ask yourself that this guy is talented. Why is he not even getting to where he's supposed to get? It's sad. You get me?
So yeah, it's quite interesting because what I'm getting from what you're saying is that there's basically there's no excuse. I mean, as long as you, like you said in the beginning, focus and consistent, you and educate yourself, you'll find the people to kind of help you bring your goal into fruition. Um. So yeah, it's a very interesting take because I think a lot of people when they face troubles with the music or career as an artist, they think maybe they don't have support or it's not right for them. But I mean, just the way you laid it out, it sounds simple enough to do. Find the people that you need and connect with them. Obviously offer them something, whatever's available at the time. Maybe it's not you don't have any like money on hand, but like you said, a percentage of the revenue as it comes in. So it's a very interesting take. I didn't expect it to be so simple. I thought it would be a lot more complex to do, but I mean the way you break it down makes it sound like it's the easiest thing to do. I'm sure it's not, but it sounds a lot easier than what I thought it would be. But what does an artist winning an award do for their reputation and for yours? Like, what's the usual aftermath? Do you guys decide to do they usually maybe call it quits, or do they feel like they want to take it up a level, or they want to change? maybe who their producer is, who their PR person is, or they want to move to a different country? Like, what happens after they get that recognition? Yeah,
So, like I'm saying, an awards, it's more or less like you being accepted in that particular space of you getting the award, and that should set you up to the next challenge, as in helping you do more, achieve a lot, and setting you up, like I said, to the next challenge. That should help you know that okay, you are doing something right. So you just need to put in hard work. You just need to put in more. An award is just like um, you graduating from a school, and then them the school awarding you with the best student, the school awarding you with a certificate of, let's say, with a diploma, with a degree. It's setting you up for the next challenge because you need to up your game now. Everybody will be looking out for you. Everybody will be looking out for you. What you need to do is just need to stay focused, like I keep saying, and put in more work. If you did a 10% of the work that gave you the award, you need to do maybe a 50% or 100% now, because you are getting recognized. It's a way to set you up on the successful journey. Once you've been awarded, yes, you've been recognized of you doing something good, of you doing something great. So you just don't need to sleep if you are really focused. But what happens most of the time is when an artist wins awards, the artist feels like, yo, I've gotten an award. Yo, I should relax. No, you don't need to relax because everybody wants to be at the space that you are. The moment you relax, you are just going to be taken off of that space. You need to put in work. People will expect much from you. So you just need to put in work. You just need to globalize your awards. You just need to make noise about it as a PR. You just need to write about it. You just need to be published about it. You just need to get to hire news portals and let them talk about it. Let them announce it. Let them advertise it. Let them market that award thing that you won. You just need a lot of articles about it. There are so many brands and companies looking out to work with people with awards, people who have been certified with awards. There are so many companies like the Coca-Cola, like the Samsung, like the bank companies that are waiting to give endorsement deals to award-winning artists. Getting an award is just like you being verified of your space. You understand? You being yes, verified and then accepted. There are a lot of brands that will come on board, ambassadorial deals, and then being called to perform on a higher stage. So stages that you never even imagined to be on. Awards will give you the time or the chance to be on. Basically, awards is just like you getting a certificate of graduation from a school, like getting a degree certificate, like a diploma certificate, and so on and so forth. So you just need to up your game. That's it. It's just setting the tone for you. It's just setting the success tone for you. That's it.
but based on everything you were saying, it makes sense that you would have that perspective, you know, because I mean, the sense I get from you is that like you're very hungry, you're driven, you know, you're not gonna stop till you're at the top, and I mean, even if you're at the top, you're gonna go even higher. But how often do you encounter like artists that you work with? Maybe you don't have to obviously name them personally, but how often do you encounter that once they get some success or an award or any recognition that they want to relax a bit, they want to take their foot off the pedal and maybe not work as hard. Do you think that's a common thing among artists, or are they all as maybe as driven as you are?
So I must say, most of the times it happens when the artist is not prepared for success and then is not prepared for whatever met him or her along the line. Because winning an award comes with its own challenges. I keep telling people that staying consistent and staying up in getting your game up and then getting your game a bit higher is the most difficult thing to do as a creative. Just like Host Africa, just like yourself, once you've been awarded as the best host in Africa, the best host in the world, the best podcast in the world, now expectations become higher. People expect you to up your game, your line of interviewing, your line of questioning, the kind of people you bring on your show. People need you to hit a bit higher. So the expectations become higher. So if you are not ready for success, you are not ready for those things, and then the expectation become higher as an award-winning artist, you need to now your productions needs to change, your branding needs to change, a lot of things needs to go into it. So if you are not ready for that, you might break down, you might lose track, you might lose focus, and then boom, you'll be off. You understand? So it's just about staying consistent is very difficult. Staying consistent is very, very difficult. Very, very, very difficult, like I keep saying. So mostly that's what contributes to people losing track on them being an award-winning people. Because Charlie, it's not easy for you to stay consistent for decades, for years, for it's difficult. Getting an award is just like people, like I'm saying, like just like people accepting you to be in the space. But staying consistent is very difficult. I'm sure Host Africa at a point in time do think about, yo, how do we even get this show running for 20 years, for a decade? Because we keep interviewing most of the prominent people. We keep having most of the prominent people on our space. How do we diversify it? How do we get to the top notch? How do we get up there? How do we those kind of things? It's the expectations. It's like it's higher. You always want to go higher, so you need to, like, if you are not ready to meet higher expectations, you might lose focus. You might even wake up one day and be like, "No, I'm not doing it again," because Charlie, the challenges are very tough now. That's basically that's it. When people are not ready to whatever expectations that come from people, your fans who are expecting more from you, music headquarters, labels will be expecting much more from you because you are an award winning now. Huge platforms will be expecting much from you, like so on and so forth. So it's a lot. So it's just about expectations and consistency. Once you are not ready to do this, then you might go off.
I mean, I think that's something any of our audience members who's aspiring to get into music should definitely pay attention to, because it's I mean, I'm not planning to become a professional artist myself, but I didn't think about that the way you put it, because I think maybe some people aren't ready for success, because I mean you hear about all these stories of maybe actors or artists or whatever famous person, they go to Hollywood, they become famous, and then like their life spirals out of control. Maybe they pick up an addiction or whatever the case is, they lose friends, or it just it turns a bit bad, and it's could be an example of what you're saying. They weren't prepared for the success. And I mean, everybody's watching them, everybody's waiting, what's their next move, what's the next thing they're gonna put out. Yeah, it's very a very grounded perspective, I would say. But I want to move over to some technology questions, and actually something you mentioned earlier on about AI. So over the years, there's been there's been a lot of innovations, obviously, like going back, what, 100 200 years. um each one now taking like music to a new level. Like if you think of the first electric guitar, that was, what, I think created in the 1930s, and then the first synthesizer, I think that was the 1950s, if I'm not mistaken. And now AI is here, like you mentioned, and it's the what are your thoughts on its influence? Do you think that there's no escape? Like this AI is just going to be a part of music no matter what?
AI is already part of music. It is already part of music. Whether we like or not, whether we accept or we don't, it's already part of music because as I speak to you now, AI can create music, a full music with voices included, with the guitar in it, with the kind of production you want. AI is already creating that it's already creating that. I have a couple of AI produced songs with voices, with lyrics, very well composed songs. I have about 10 to 20 of them. AI composed song. You understand? So whether we like it or not, AI is in. From being a creative person, AI is now creating videos. AI is now creating what do you say? Images. AI is creating charts. AI is creating a lot of things. You understand? AI is even creating streaming platform. AI is so whether we like it or not, AI is already in our system. Like I keep saying, we just need to be ready for new challenges. We just need to be ready for new challenges. If if not that, then we might lose focus, and then at the end of the day, we might just give up because AI is innate. AI is creating literally everything. AI edits videos. AI gives you whatever you want, images, from music, from podcast. Yes, AI does podcast. You just need to just tell AI what you want how you want your podcast to be like, and it will generate it for you from audio to videos and so on and so forth. So that one, like, we can't take the fact that AI is in there. We can't run away from it. That's where we've got into now. So basically, we just need to accept it.
So would you say that's basically your advice for young and upcoming artists as well, is to kind of just accept where AI is or what it's doing for the industry, kind of maybe the same way you would think of autotune. You know, when autotune came out, like it was very popular, lots of people use it. Maybe so many people don't use it now, but do you see AI as the same kind of tool, maybe, where you just need to find what it's good for and then kind of go with that?
Yeah, yeah. So I must say, you just need to identify the good ones, what will go in line with your craft, and use it. We just need to accept it. And then if you are not ready to accept it and then fall in line and then maybe work with it, like you said, with the auto tune, we've got so many great stars, so many great people. And then most of their song, almost 90% of their song are auto tunes. But then we jump to those people, we celebrate those people. Those people are successful now. You just can't take those things away from it. We just need to fall in line. We just need to work with AI hand in hand. There are so many songwriters. If you're a songwriter, you can depend on AI. It's going to produce and give you a song written, well written song. If you are a producer, you need a production, you need a guitar in there. You are looking for a guitar that can suit your kind of production you are doing. AI can just give it to you. So we just need to work with it. We just can't run away from it. It's either you work with it or you lose your job. Yeah, it's either you work with it or you lose being a musician. Because if care is not taken, it will get to a time that event organizers or event people will just be playing songs that are made without artists because the crowd just want to jam with songs. You go to the clubs and then songs are being played. Songs will be played in the club without knowing whichever artist is produced that song. But all we care about is just jam in the club. You understand? We watch videos and we care less about it. We cartoon videos and we might not even whoever directed it, whoever shot it. You understand? So it's just about we working with AI, taking certain ideas from it and inculcating it with our normal ideas, our natural ideas, and then making it work for us. That becomes perfect. Like I keep saying, just be unique in your own way. Pick ideas from people, AI, add it to your natural idea. It makes it will make you unique as well. So we just need to work with AI. That's it. Simply put.
Um, okay, so I mean, I agree. I mean, even in our space, like in the hosting space, like we're using AI a lot, and the like you said, you do need to work with it. You do need to adapt. Um, would with tech being where it is now, with AI in particular, would how much slack do you say artists have now, like in terms of the the skill gap that AI can fill? Let's say someone, like you said, they can't play guitar or an instrument or drums or whatever, and they need this. Um, like how much do they have to learn now? Because previously, before AI, they wanted like drums in their song or their production, and then they had to find a drummer or they had to learn drums or whatever the case is. Now there's AI. So how much slack do artists have with this new technology?
AI in a way has come to help us, but then again, it has come to render some of us, some people, unemployed as well. Like I'm saying, like you just mentioned with the drums thing, and then the guitar thing. If I'm a guitarist, I must be worried. If I'm a drummer, I must be worried. If I'm a cinematographer, I must be worried. But then again, it still boils down to you being unique. Like I'm saying, if I'm a drummer, AI produces drum instruments. AI gives you the kind of elements that you might not even think of. Why don't I fall in line, get myself educated with AI drums, get them played? AI will give me some kind of tones that I might not have not even thought of. Get them, get myself educated on that field, infuse it with my own talent, and make me unique. For that's what will make people crave for me. That's what will make people yearn to have me play drums for them. Me being a guitarist, why don't I learn AI guitarist styles, get their tones, get their elements in there, inculcate it with my own, infuse it with my own, and make me unique for people to still yearn for me, for people to still look out for me. Why don't I do that? So AI has just come to make us think outside the box, to help us get things done properly. AI, that's how it has given us a new challenge. Gone were the days where competing with ourselves, humans, but now we are competing with artificial intelligence. So why don't I learn from them, and then take certain elements from them, and then use it ourselves? Like, let me wear off to this Afrobeat conversation and stuff. Afrobeat originated from a Ghanaian music high life. The Fela Kuti, they only had their juju music. Fela came to Ghana, learned our high life instrument, went to Nigeria, infused Nigerian elements in the high life, and named it Afrobeat. Now the Nigerians are even back to doing high life. Check their shakers, check their oscillates and co. Go to their profiles. They are high life musicians. It's just about you taking bits and pieces of certain elements and fusing it. I keep telling people, everything in this world has been done before. Wherever you want to go, people have been there before. It's just about you being unique, you just finding that wow factor and then adding it to your own natural strength, natural power, natural knowledge, and making yours unique for people to identify you as a different brand. People, gone were the days people used to put on the normal dress in there, baggy dresses, then times. We know hip hop stars to be in the baggy kind of dresses and stuff. And now it's gotten to a style that baggy dresses are even coming back, but in a different style. Now look at the musicians, they wear this kind of bola, big trousers and big knickers. Gone were the days that Tupac and Co were doing it. It went off and then it's back again in a different style. You understand? It's just about you getting bits and pieces of it and then having a touch of it to make you unique. That's it. Once you do this, you'll still be in the game forever and ever. You understand? You wouldn't be worried about you competing with an AI. No, you'll be just in line with it. That's all. So you just need to up your game. You just need to educate yourself and stay focused. That's it. I'll keep mentioning this over and over.
Well, I mean that was my last question that I had for you, Zola, and if I can sum up the points you kind of repeated throughout our conversation, it's for our audience it would probably be like stay focused, stay original, stay consistent, and educate yourself, because that really does sound like it's the key to making it. Maybe not only in music, but like in anything basically. So yeah, I think it's some wise words, and from someone who I think you the sense that I get is that you kind of you live that yourself. It's not just some poster or something you have on the wall, or like something you have on your sweater. It's you can actually, I feel like throughout our conversation I get the sense that that is the way that you live. So I think that's quite special. But yeah, so it's been fantastic getting to know you. That about sums up our time together. As usual, for all your hosting needs, feel free to check out our website. We're also on Facebook and LinkedIn. If you're into that kind of thing, you can find Zola and his agency and some of his accomplishments online. Some is maybe a bit more off the record, as he put it early on in the conversation. But if you have any questions or topics that you'd like to hear about, feel free to reach out to us. We'll have all the details of today's episode in the show notes. Thanks for listening to the Host African. Goodbye.